Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and I am back once again with another video. So today I want to discuss something. This something has been, well, on my mind for quite some time actually. And that is, well, the fact that Elita 1 is a character that catches my eye a lot. When the recent Transformers 1 movie came out, we saw Elita 1, and of course, she is known as Optimus Prime's girlfriend, his love interest. Now, a lot of people do ship Elita 1 with Optimus Prime. At this point, I think it's safe to say that Optimus Prime and Elita 1 is possibly the most popular ship in the Transformers saga. But there is a question that is floating at the back of my mind recently. Phil Dawson has recently shown me that all the canon appearances that Elita 1 made in the Transformers saga, that being, of course, the G1 series, which is the classic Transformers series that everyone grew to know and love. We saw Elita 1 returning again in the 2007 animated series called Transformers Animated. Of course, this was way before she had turned into Arachnid, after being bitten by a giant alien spider. Which I found that part just a little confusing, honestly. Like, how does a giant alien spider turn literally a mechanical being into, like, something else entirely different? Like, I gotta understand her hatred towards Optimus Prime for leaving her behind, but still. And at first, I didn't believe it, but Elita 1 did make an appearance in the 2009 series called Transformers Rise of the Fallen. At first, I didn't believe that was Elita 1. I honestly did not believe it was Elita 1, so I had to do some research, and I found out it was Elita 1. She was in the 2009 series movie Transformers Rise, Return of the Fallen, basically. And, of course, her other popular appearance was in the 2020 animated Netflix series, Transformers War for Cybertron. And, of course, a very, very bad animated Transformers series, Transformers, I don't know what the name was, but it was made in 2022. So, I'm not even going to mention its name. And only recently, 2 years later, Elita 1 makes a comeback in the Transformers 1 movie. And honestly, I think the Transformers 1 movie might actually become the very first movie that might heavily focus on elita 1. But there was one thing that I found very confusing. The one little thing that has been on my mind for quite some time. There was one series that elita 1 never made an appearance in, let alone mentioned. Okay, maybe there could be 2 or 3. I don't know. You're going to have to let me know in the comments below about that one. But there was one particular animated series, and, well, we all know it as Transformers Prime, which I will say this. I think Transformers Prime is by far the best animated Transformers series out of them all. Seriously, I remember watching a couple of episodes of it, and it was amazing. It was just awesome. But in Transformers Prime, elita 1 was never mentioned. She was never mentioned in the series, let alone had a flashback. We got an RC flashbacks about her rivalry with Arachnid and how she met Cliffjumper, and even a flashback, well, somewhat of a flashback of Optimus Prime and Megatron and a bunch of other very interesting flashback scenes, especially One Shall Rise, aka the Unicron episodes. But elita 1 was never mentioned in Transformers Prime. Why is that? Why is elita 1 not mentioned in Transformers Prime? In fact, there was one episode in One Shall Rise. Oh, One Shall Fall, my bad. Not One Shall Rise. Please forgive me for that one, folks. But it was mentioned, Ratchet mentions that Optimus Prime is well known of keeping his emotions in check, and that he has known Optimus far longer than any other Autobot has. Ever since Ratchet said that Optimus is well known of keeping his emotions in check, why is that? Why is it that Optimus keeps his emotions in check? Every other version of Optimus Prime, we rather see him laugh, we see him get angry, we see him basically express his emotions in ways that I don't think the G1 Optimus has ever done before. Okay, maybe I think he has. I think the G1 Optimus Prime has expressed his emotions a few times, but none that were quite as, well, impactful as when he and elita 1 were separated on Cybertron. And when I watched War for Cybertron, Optimus was devastated, and he even got triggered when Megatron mentioned that elita 1 is dead. And another thing that I noticed in Optimus was that he was always glaring. Not like in an angry glare, it was more like just a somewhat confusing glare, I would say. Why is that? And furthermore, why isn't Elita 1 mentioned. Because, well, in the series, it is mentioned that Elita 1 is Optimus Prime's commander. Not only just his love interest, but his commander. But another thing that confuses me is that in Transformers Prime, we are introduced to freaking Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus happens to be Optimus Prime's commander. There was no mentioning of Elita 1 or her being Optimus Prime's commander before Ultra Magnus. Why is that? I may have a theory about that. Well, maybe a couple of theories. And one of them could possibly be correct. Rather, Elita 1 died on Cybertron, and her death truly affected Optimus Prime in a way that truly never affected him before. And maybe he just doesn't want to talk about Elita 1 because it just might bring up a bad memory to him, honestly. And maybe Ratchet knows this. Because, once again, Ratchet mentions that he knows Optimus far longer than any other Autobot. And well, maybe that's just the reason why Optimus just doesn't want to talk about Elita 1. And maybe after her death, he made Ultra Magnus to become his new commander. The second theory is one I kinda doubt. That is, well, Elita 1 is arachnid. That wouldn't make any sense. That's honestly. Unless, well, maybe it was a scrapped idea that was never used in Transformers Prime. The third most likely theory is that Elita 1 is still alive. Optimus Prime just doesn't know it. As a result, he has no idea that Elita 1 is still alive. And maybe he just thinks that she's dead. Either way, something happened to Elita 1 in Transformers Prime. And I think that this question needs to be answered. But let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? What do you think happened to Elita 1 in Transformers Prime? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, that's it for this video, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.